Hey everyone, this is Larry with Today I Feel Like. I finally made it to California, but Frontier Airlines abandoned us in the desert. That's right, they left us abandoned in the middle of the Nevada desert. Let me tell you about it. So I was taking a flight from DC to Denver, and then I had a flight from Denver to San Diego. And so we are on our way to San Diego from Denver, and apparently there were some fumes or smoke or something that started to come from the vents, and it caused the entire flight attendant crew to get sick. So they all got sick, and we ended up having to make an emergency landing in Nevada at the Las Vegas airport. So once we got to Las Vegas, they had the fire trucks out on the tarmac, and they ended up having to bring EMTs onto the plane to check out the flight attendants, and one of them had to be helped off there, and because she was pretty sick. So anyways, once we got all of the flight attendants off, they then went ahead and said they were going to check the plane for whatever, and then they told everybody else to get off, and so we all got off. Now, once we're off the plane, they told us that they were going to give us hotel vouchers and food vouchers because they weren't going to be able to get us on a plane to get us out to San Diego until the next morning at 6:30 a.m. Well, that's where the just shadiness really began, because they told us to go downstairs to the ticketing office, and from there they would be able to get us set up. Well, we went down to the ticketing office. They didn't know anything about what we were talking about. So finally, they started to work through it all, and they said, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get you guys your vouchers. What's gonna happen is we've taken everyone's name and numbers, and we are going to email you your vouchers so that you can go get your hotel and your food. And we waited for hours and hours and hours. And I asked them, can we just get reimbursement for a rental car? It would be cheaper for everyone and quicker for us if we can just drive to San Diego. They said no. After waiting for hours, we decided we're just going to go ahead and rent a car, because the cost of taking an Uber from the airport to the hotel and back to the airport was going to be about the cost of a rent-a-car anyways, because Frontier said they weren't going to pay for the transportation when they gave us our hotel voucher. So we went ahead and rented the car and started driving. Now, I kept checking my email along the way to find out when they were going to send the vouchers. It turned out they actually never sent hotel vouchers. It was about 4:13 in the morning. I had already driven from Las Vegas to San Diego, had gotten here to my brother's house before I got an email that said they just sent out food vouchers. And so the crazy thing is, they never sent the hotel vouchers. They only sent a food voucher at 4:13 in the morning. What's open at 4:13 in the morning to get something to eat in the airport? Nothing. So all the rest of those people that decided to stick around and wait for hotel vouchers were just stuck, which was really, really jacked up. So anyways, I'm here in San Diego finally, and I now have to decide, should I file a complaint with the FAA or somebody, because the way they did us was just dirty and wrong. But it is what it is. That's what you get when you fly Frontier. Well, there you have it, everyone. That's it. That is why I say that Frontier abandoned us in the Nevada desert, because they left us stuck there in Vegas, and we eventually had to pay for our own rent-a-car so we can drive on home or drive to our family, because they weren't going to give us any hotels. They weren't going to give us any food, and the flight didn't leave out until like 6:30 in the morning. And the flight that we were there, that when we landed, the emergency landing we had, landed at about 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that. So we would have had to do a solid 12 hours in that airport with no food, no place to sleep, and that is just sort of ridiculous. So anyways, there you go. All right, y'all, that was my story. I have plenty of other stuff coming because, well, I'm going to be out having some fun, so I hope you stick with me. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.